Hey guys, it's Chris with Drop Dice. I am back here with the GMFit series with kind of a renewed vigor, and I'd like to talk to you guys about why I am back with the GMFit and where I'm at right now. So this time I'm going to talk to you guys about the Advocare 24-day challenge, something that I just recently finished. Now, before I start this video, I do want to go ahead and say that I am a distributor for Advocare. That does not, in my opinion, flavor my opinions of Advocare and its product. When I talk to you guys about my experience with this 24-day challenge, I'm going to be very open and honest with you about what I saw, both positive and negative, and the things that I thought during this whole process, because I believe in 100% honesty when I talk to people about things that I'm passionate about. And if you've been on this channel before, you know that's the case. I'm very honest about the things that I do and how I present myself on the channel, because I grew up to understand a moral ethics code, and because of that, I'm just going to play it straight. So the website, in case you do decide that you are interested in Advocare, is going to be spark4me2.com/Wilhelm, and that's the number 4, the number 2, and after the slash it's just WILLHELM. So the reason that I'm talking to you guys about it is because when I decided to do Advocare, I decided to go full in and become a distributor, simply because I've seen a lot of people that have done Advocare, and I've seen the success that they do. And Advocare to me offers 3 really important things. First off, which is probably the least important to me, is it's a good business opportunity for me to bring some extra income in my house, and at a minimal, I'd like to be able to pay for my products through my own business. Number 2, it's a healthier lifestyle, and with that you get new vitamins, you get new recipes and things like that. I love food for the quality of food, not necessarily for the content of food. So for me, I love trying new things, and healthy food to me is the most delicious food there is. So along with that, I get my nutritional value through the Advocare products. And then the last reason is kind of twofold. It's the community and how I feel when doing Advocare. I want to become the best me that I can be, and I'm sure that you do as well. And if you have a community of people that have that same mentality going, it will help spur you to really achieve that, to become the best you that you can be, to wake up and say, you've got this today, to yourself in the mirror. So I want to start this video by simply saying to you guys that I believe in you, that I think you've got this, regardless of what your choices are about Advocare or what you think about it when we're all done here. You guys are the biggest key to your own success. Products help, but if you don't believe in yourself, if you don't tell yourself, I've got this, then it's not going to work for you. And honestly, you got to say it a lot. So let me tell you a little bit about my story and who I am and what brought me to this point. So when I was in the Navy, I was probably in the best shape of my life. I left boot camp, and keep in mind, I'm 6 foot tall. I was 155 pounds when I left boot camp, and that was pure lean muscle. I was very, very skinny, and I worked very hard to build up muscle, and I became a little bit more broad-chested, a little bit bigger arms, and eventually, when I was leaving the military, I started doing some male modeling, and I was actually even featured on a calendar, which was a lot of fun. It gave me a lot of confidence in who I was, and I was in a bad relationship. The woman that I was with decided that when I made it to about 180, 190, and I wasn't in the best shape that I probably have been, because I kept eating 4,000 to 6,000 calories like I did when I was in the military, but I didn't work out as much. I didn't have a very active job like I used to. She told me that the main contributing factor for our relationship ending was that I was unattractive now. And that really hurt me, deeply, actually. It kind of messed me up. For a long time, regardless of what any of my friends said, hey, bro, you know, you look good. And Murdoch is like my biggest proprietor. He's always been there saying, hey, man, you look good, you know. And he jokes around a lot, but like he's always been there to tell me, hey, regardless of what that woman said, you are an attractive person, you are a fun person, and you deserve the best. And honestly, I couldn't see it and I couldn't hear it. And the reason for that is because when I looked in the mirror, I saw myself and I saw something worse. I saw something bigger. I always pictured myself as unattractive, just not there, because I wasn't 175, because that number mattered to me, because that was when I was doing the male modeling stuff. Like, it was more about who I was then versus who I am now, and I couldn't get past that mental block. And the reason I started the GMFit challenge series is because I wanted to get past that block, and I wanted to start telling myself, you've got this. You can become the person you want to be. You can get fit. You can become just a better looking, happier person. And I had to tell myself every day when I looked in the mirror, you've got this. This is a great opportunity. You're going to become better. And that's the only way that you can get past a mental block like that. The other person I want to talk to you guys about is my fiance, Ariel. Ariel used to be a dancer, except for she's got floating kneecaps. And when she dislocated her kneecap the first time, it was very bad. And it kind of hurt her dancing potential as much as she could dance. She got to college and didn't really exercise. She gained a bunch of weight for the, freshman 15, that sort of thing. And she generally had a very unhealthy relationship with food, much like I had an unhealthy relationship with myself. She would turn to food for comfort, and I know there's a lot of people that have that same idea. That she would be upset and eat, and then be upset that she ate all that food and then turn back to eating again. And then she would look at herself in the mirror and be upset with herself there, and then she would turn to eat for comfort. And so for both of us, it was very much as much of a physical challenge as it is a mental challenge. So ideally, we set out to become better us together. And if you do the challenge, or you do any sort of workout program, or you strive for a better lifestyle, I recommend that you find somebody who can do it with you. And if you don't have somebody that can do it with you, find me on Facebook. It's facebook.com/Chris.Wilhelm. I will be that person for you. You tell me, hey man, I don't have anybody that can support me, but I want to lose 20 pounds. I want to do more steps on my Fitbit. I want to lift more weight. If I don't have good advice for you, I can at least tell you, hey man, you've got this. You're going to be better tomorrow. You're going to be better today. And I'm going to check in with you. And then when you're down and you're like, I don't know if I'm making progress, I'm going to be like, hey bro, remember 2 weeks ago when all you could lift was the bar for your bench press? You've got 10 pounds added to each side of the bar. Instead of 45 pounds, you're now benching 65 pounds. How much better is that? Whatever the case is, because honestly, when I started working out, I started with the bar. I was that weird guy in the gym that felt awkward because I had no additional weight to the bar. And now I'm up to a full plate, which is 45 on each side of the bar and the bar itself. So 135 pounds for my bench press the last time I went. And I haven't quite hit my upper limit yet, but every time I go, I push myself a little bit more. And there is that weird part when you first start working out where you feel awkward, but think of it as a step. It's a journey. Think about how babies learn to walk. They start climbing onto furniture and they get the help they need to become successful. And they fall a lot, but they keep getting up. And that's how you have to go about this. So let me talk to you about the 24-day challenge, what my experiences were, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about what Ariel's experiences are. I will say that my results are not going to be the same as your results. Everybody is different. Everybody has different things that they've accomplished, and that affects them differently. The 24-day challenge, in a nutshell, is basically a vitamin regimen to help you become more fit and more healthy, just in general. So when you go to Advocare's website, the first page that you'll actually see is my shop page. inside here, I do want to take a moment and talk about Advocare greens. If I do have any friends or viewers that are vegan, this is a great way for you guys to get some protein, because we do have a protein snack that gives 13 grams of vegan-friendly green protein. The other thing is the greens shake, which I'm going to be trying myself because I don't get a lot of vegetables. I am terrible about eating vegetables. The only one I really like is like spinach. As far as like clean, good vegetables for you is spinach. I eat corn, potatoes. I'm pretty southern. I like meat and potatoes, corn. But for some reason, I can't do it. I've tried broccoli. I'm getting there on broccoli, but generally I'm not a very big vegetable person. I don't eat salads, so this is a good way for me to try and sneak some of that in there. Now, the thing that I used was the 24-day challenge. Now, I'm going to go ahead and click on it. It'll take a second. There's a lot of graphics on this page, so bear with me. Basically, like I said, it's a series of vitamins that helps clean and restart your body. I've noticed a increase in my metabolism, my energy levels are higher, and I've lost weight. So to give you an idea of the challenge and my results, I posted this earlier to Facebook, so I'm just going to pull it up because Ariel posted her numbers as well. So during the 24-day challenge, I started at 232.0 pounds and 48 inches at my stomach. That's belly button to the top of my hip. Unfortunately, I didn't do all of my measurements. That's the only one I did because that's the one I really cared about. And I am now 13.4 pounds lighter and 7 inches off of my waist. 7 inches. That is amazing. That is bigger than my hand is long. And I feel great. To give you an idea of my numbers, it's 218.6 and 41 inches on my waist. I feel phenomenal. My shirts look better. I am having trouble with my work pants. I've got to tighten down my belt. And there's something crazy about having to tighten down your belt and it not feeling like you're compressing yourself down, but like you're tightening it down to make it fit better. There's like this insane boost to your confidence that happens when that happens. And I know it's only like an inch basically off of my actual waist because my waist is pretty thin already, but it feels awesome. Ariel's told me that she's noticed that my muscles have gotten a little bit toner. My legs look leaner. My face is thinned out. Anybody who's viewed my channel, I've received comments from people saying, "Hey man, your face is looking thinner. What are you doing?" Well, I'm doing the 24-day challenge. And I want to talk to you guys a little bit about that and the products that come with it. So this is the entire series. Now, the one thing that's not featured here is the app which Ariel used for her success. So for Ariel and her success, because I did want to talk about her, women lose differently than men, of course. She lost 8 pounds and 9 inches on her stomach, well, on her stomach and waist, because she measured both of those because those were the important numbers for her. And she looks great. She feels confident. She bought herself a wedding dress that was a size smaller and had the intent goal to make it to that wedding dress size. And today we zipped it up. It is the final day of the challenge. We couldn't zip it up all the way. We barely made it to just where the back closure was. And today we zipped it up and she almost cried. She is so happy to be back down to break this weight barrier that she's had. She hasn't been able to pass a certain threshold. And I'm not going to say her number because I don't know how confident she is with sharing her numbers. But she was able to pass it. That 8 pounds finally put her underneath this overbearing weight of you're never going to pass that. And that's all of what Advocare is about, is getting yourself to that happy place of being comfortable and complete with yourself. And a healthy lifestyle provides for a healthy mind. And so after you look at that, there's a video that talks about the doctors that are involved. It talks about some of the famous people like Drew Brees and Rich Fawning that have taken our supplements and things like that. And while I think those are great stories, I think it's better to focus on real people that are getting results. And to give you an idea about my exercise, I have a moderately physical job that I purposely pushed myself a little bit more during the challenge to start doing more at the job site that required physical activity. I'm pulling products for the guys who do deliveries now and things like that. And so I do a little bit more lifting than I used to do of general products there. I walk a lot. I kind of let off on my workouts as far as weightlifting goes, and that's pretty much it. Like, I haven't really even weightlifted during the whole 24-day challenge, and that's the progress that I've seen. And Ariel hasn't done much either. So for the challenge, it breaks down into two phases. There's the cleanse phase and the max phase. The cleanse phase is your first 10 days. It includes an herbal cleanse, which is a water-based cleanse. So you cleanse through number 1, not number 2. Unlike other cleanses that go through number 2, that eats up a lot of your day, and it can feel very uncomfortable. I've done cleanses in the past that have had me sit on a toilet for an uncomfortable amount of hours and feel really bad as my stomach tore itself apart, basically. This cleanse was super soft. I didn't really notice the effects on my internals as much as I did with other ones. The fiber was great. It helped me feel full throughout the day. The herbal cleanse comes with a probiotic, which you also continue through the max phase. So you do a probiotic for 24 days, and the herbal cleanse itself is 10 days. Now, if you've never done an herbal cleanse, that's ideally how you should do it. A lot of herbal cleanses sell themselves without a probiotic, and they don't mention that you should take a probiotic. Anytime you do a cleanse, it flushes out all of the bacteria in your tract, and the probiotic is there to reintroduce good bacteria to your tract. So by doing so, with the probiotic during it, you're flushing out the bad, but you're reinforcing and re-strengthening the good that's in there. And that is amazing. It will help you lose weight. In fact, I lost more weight during the cleanse phase than I did during the max phase, which some people, they lose more during the max phase than the cleanse phase, but I noticed more muscle growth on the max phase. With that said, the other thing was the Omegaplex. Now, I said I wasn't going to shine everything in a beacon of holy light. Omegaplex to me just didn't fit my personal preferences. I've used other fish oils before. The one that I like is actually from My Protein, and the reason I like it is I don't burp at all with it. Sometimes with Omegaplex or omega-3s, you burp and it's a little fishy, or you smell like fish, or anything, or sometimes it sits in your stomach a little funny. Well, with Omegaplex, I didn't get any of those, but I did burp occasionally, and I noticed a little bit of a fish taste. And so I guess I was a little spoiled with a different one that works better for me, so I used the one that works better for me. Now, let me tell you about the good of Omegaplex. Ariel, like I said, is missing a gallbladder. If you know anybody who is, that means they can't process fats, even healthy fats like omega-3s. Omegaplex was so soft and so well balanced that with her missing gallbladder, she was able to process it. Now, the benefits of an omega include muscle growth. Skin looks cleaner and healthier. Your hair looks cleaner, healthier, and grows faster. Same with your nails. Your immune system is boosted. Your bones are strengthened. Omegaplex, or any omega-3 for that matter, is insanely good for you. It's definitely something that you should always include in your diet, is having those healthy omegas. The last thing is Spark. The one that I used is Spark Cherry, which tastes like cherry Jolly Ranchers. It's super good. The one that Ariel used is Watermelon, which is phenomenal. I've snuck a scoop out of hers before a couple times, and I loved it. It was really good. We've tried apple, pink lemonade, the strawberry mango, the fruit punch, the grape, the mandarin orange, and the only one that I wasn't super thrilled with was a taste preference. I wasn't thrilled with the mango orange because, or excuse me, not mango orange, the mango strawberry, is because it tastes very mango tasting, and I'm not a big mango fan. I was really hoping for more of a strawberry taste, to be honest. So just a flavor preference on that one. The second bit of the phase is the max phase, and this is where Ariel saw the most of her weight loss, whereas I saw muscle growth. So my weight loss while I continued to lose weight, I also put on muscle. So it kind of balanced itself out because muscle weighs more than fat does. There's MNS3, which is the wellness version, and I used MNSE, which is the energy version, and the last one is C, which is a craving control one. And now what MNS is basically a strip pack with different vitamins inside there. And what it includes is Coreplex, which is our multivitamin, Omegaplex, which is, again, that Megaplex, Probiotic Restore, and then it also includes thermogenic components and general wellness supplements. So basically, it's your multivitamins throughout the day. Now, the thermogenic is good. Anybody who's ever taken a thermogenic, you know that you're probably going to sweat when you take it. You're going to feel more energy. The energy one, I'm a very low energy person. Typically, things that are supposed to give you energy don't really work on me. The Spark did, the E did not. And that's just me, because we switched our pills for a little while, and Ariel took the E, and it was too much for her. She noticed that she had way too much energy when she took the E. And I will say, for both of us, when we took the C, it worked really well to control any sort of cravings that you had. Now, when I started the program, I only ate 2 meals a day at best. I'd have lunch and dinner. I forced myself at starting this to start doing breakfast, and I started very small. I'd have the fiber shake with in the morning with a breakfast bar. Well, when I got to the max phase, they include meal replacement shakes, which I started doing as my breakfast because I don't really eat anything for breakfast. Because of that, I could only really do about a half to 3/4 of a meal replacement shake because it is so filling. And it does include 24 grams of protein and 24 grams of carbohydrates, which are complex carbs and healthier for you. So it's a pretty big breakfast to have, to be honest. And I just couldn't find myself finishing it. And that's okay, because what I would do is eat something solid along with it, like a stick of cheese or 2% cheese, or maybe like have some protein-based thing, like a beef jerky or something like that. And I would just have like a little something to go with it, and that worked great for me. For a little while, we didn't take meal replacements every day because it's optional. You can always replace it with a good breakfast. We got the frozen Jimmy Dean's breakfast, the Delights, and the regulars. I like the regulars because I like egg yolks, but the Delights were also pretty good, and they were really good. They were great sort of breakfast to keep us within portion control and eating something that's good for us, because most of those breakfast bowls that you get from them are just eggs, a little bit of cheese, and then a meat. And then, of course, Advocare Spark, which goes through the whole thing. Now, we just finished up the challenge, and we're going to be ordering more product here soon. After the challenge is over, you can get some of these optionals, which you can continue through the challenge, which may increase the results that you see, because I've talked to people and they said that they've taken Catalyst and Thermal Plus through the challenge and seen much better results overall. I decided to do the challenge as is, that way I could get a good solid opinion of the challenge itself. And now that it's over, I'm going to be probably doing Catalyst and Thermal Plus. Ariel has tried Crave Check, and Crave Check is on point. That stuff will eliminate any cravings that you have. It is really good. Like I said, Ariel gets cravings and urges to eat. That knocked him out completely. The Rehydrate's pretty cool. It reminds me of something like Gatorade Zero, where it doesn't have a lot of sugars in it, and it has vitamins inside there. So it is better than Gatorade Zero is. It also includes electrolytes to kind of revigorate you. And what a lot of people like to do is mix Rehydrate and Spark to create new flavors, which I'd recommend. Now, the meal replacement shakes, the ones that we got were chocolate peanut butter. We've also gotten vanilla and chocolate mocha that came with our distributor kit. Chocolate mocha tastes very strongly like coffee, so for me, it wasn't my thing, but if you love coffee, I'd recommend it. The one thing I will say about meal replacement shakes, do not mix them with milk. If you've ever had protein shakes, you know that mixing milk sometimes makes them taste a little better. I foolishly thought, maybe I should try it with milk the first time I tried my chocolate peanut butter. It came out so thick that I could not do it. It was almost like a syrup. Just use water. They are properly mixed so that they come out thick and delicious every time. The chocolate peanut butter was very good, and it leaned a little bit more towards the chocolate side, but it did kind of taste like a Reese's peanut butter cup if it had a little more chocolate on it. And it was very good. The vanilla was pretty good too. The vanilla almost tasted a little bit more like a milk, or maybe a vanilla almond milk. And there are other flavors, of course, as well. The chocolate peanut butter is the seasonal, so if you're watching this video later on, chocolate peanut butter is not available. They may have another one. The one I'm excited for is winter, which is going to be a mint chocolate, and I love mint chocolate, so I'm super excited about that. And with the Spark, of course, there's lots of flavors that go with that. If you have any questions about any of these products, or some of the products that are in like our Elite series to work out, go ahead and hit me up on it. Now, I want to talk to you guys about what my goals are, because on this channel, you guys have been really great about being supportive, and that's the kind kind of thing that I feel like I need and that I want to give to you guys. So once a month, I'm going to do a GMFit video. I may put them out a little bit more often, but I want to commit to at least once a month. At the end of the month, I'm going to let you know how my month went, what I've done differently, what I've tried, whether it's a recipe or a new workout or a new supplement. I'm going to tell you guys what I'm doing. So this time I'm talking about the 24-day challenge. Next time we'll talk about something else. I may talk about some of those after challenge products, or I may talk about a new workout, or just anything that eats up some time. The next video will probably be shorter. I wanted to do a longer video to be a little bit more accurate and a little bit more forthcoming about everything that I've done. So with that said, I want to talk to you guys about my ultimate goal and what I'm hoping that you can help me stay accountable for. There is a health and fitness show that comes to Houston, Texas every December. There's one coming up in December, and honestly, I don't think I can make it. I probably could, but I also work full time, so I'm not going to have the time to do it. So what I want to do is shoot for next December, going to that health and fitness show and going on stage and flexing and being in front of these people and being in that very supportive environment. I think for me, that will be the ultimate FU to my brain that has been negative this whole time. And until then, I'm just going to keep telling myself, you've got this. You can do this. You are going to be the best that you can be. And that will push me further. But just as a personal goal, I want to do that. Maybe you don't. Maybe you just want to get fit. Maybe you just want to lean down. Maybe you just want to live healthy. I can help you out with that goal, even if it's not through my products. If you find me on Facebook, I am more than willing to check in with you. Be like, hey man, what's up? I noticed you haven't posted anything about your steps that you're taking for Fitbit, or how's this challenge going? How you like this product? Do you not like that one? Let's see if we can find something that works better for you. I'm 100% here for the community that wants to work towards their goals. So what I'd like you to do is, if you're watching this video and you feel compelled to do so, comment inside the comment section. Tell me, what are your goals? What do you want to do? And I promise you, I'm going to get back to you. I've got people that have started ordering from me. My mother, Lisa Wilhelm, a friend of hers, Lisa Wilbanks, and another friend that is named Sarah, who have all made purchases, and it's my plan to get in contact with them and make sure that they're liking their products, that if they have any other goals to get them where they're going. And officially inside this video, I'd like to say thank you to anybody who has bought from me or will buy from me in the future, because you're helping me with my own personal goals by helping me add a little income to my household so that I can get these products and make it a little bit easier for myself. With that said, guys, I just want to leave you with one final thought. You've got this. If you are new to the channel, please comment, share, subscribe. If you are liking this content but you're curious what else I have, I do a lot of stuff about tabletop gaming, which is why this is called GMFit. A person who runs a tabletop game is referred to as a game master in most cases. Some games have special titles for that person. Basically, I tell stories, and the story I'm telling you guys with this series is my story. And hopefully I can talk about your story as well, or talk to you about your story, and we can help you become the hero that you want to be. Just remember, guys, no matter what anybody tells you, you've got this.